Let's dive into 7 hacks for coming out of the spiritual closet, or maybe you're not ready to come out, but you're feeling a little trapped. One of the first things I recommend doing is audio learning, meaning finding podcasts and spiritual books with different topics that resonate with you and listening to them as you go about doing your chores, laundry, driving, things like that. Because first of all, it creates that privacy. Nobody's reading the cover of your book while you're sitting on the train or you're sitting in the cafe. And it also gives you an opportunity to do other things, which I find can be really helpful and grounding, because often I'll be busy doing a mundane task like unloading the dishwasher, and then I'll get full body angel bumps all over me when something resonates with a spiritual text or teaching. The second hack I have for you is to watch YouTube videos like this one. There are so many spiritual teachers and leaders out there and people who are awakening to the divine power within, and you want to look for teachers and that resonate with you. You want to look for people who resonate with you, and you want to follow your curiosity. Again, if something doesn't resonate with you, that's just not the person for you. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're wrong or right, but look for people where you feel comfortable in their energy and you really resonate with what they're saying. I know for me, it was like breadcrumbs. I would first get interested in one topic and then I'd be led to another topic and I'd learn all about that. So another great way to do it is to, find people on YouTube that share similar beliefs, and you can learn from them and learn from their experiences. The number 3 hack is calling in support. This is something I've done personally many, many times throughout my life. It's where you ask your spiritual team, which is your guardian angels, passed away loved ones, spirit guides, ancestors, ascended masters. You ask them to show you if there's anybody already in your life right now that is like-minded. So this happened to me multiple times where I felt completely alone in the spiritual path I was following, the journey I was on. And it turns out I had some very close friends already in my life who were on the same path as me. They were just as curious, but they too felt like they were in the spiritual closet. And I asked for loud and clear signs who these people were, if they were in my life. And sure enough, little things were said in conversations that opened up the bigger conversation. Such as one of my friends who felt very powerfully connected through a medium she visited after losing a loved one. Another friend of mine who was into holistic healing, things like that. It would just be these little breadcrumbs that would open the conversation to a little bit deeper exploration where you didn't feel like you were confronting somebody. Because often we get really excited about these things we're learning, and we can be a little too much for somebody new to it, right? You get so excited you want to shout it from the rooftops, but it's better to be subtle and wait for those invitations to have these discussions. But go ahead and call in that support. Ask your spiritual team to help you find the people who are already in your life right now who you can have these conversations. The number 4 hack for you is your daily journaling. This is something I talk about constantly. It's so important. You're giving your future self the gift of hindsight by tracking your experiences and what you're learning. You are giving yourself credit in the present for the things you're experiencing and learning. And most importantly, you're creating your book of evidence. Proof your angels and your spiritual team are with you, so that when you do doubt your pathway, when you do have people question the path you're on, or you feel a little stuck or blocked, you can go back and reread all this evidence of all the multiple times you've received signs and symbols from your angels. The number 5 tip for when you feel stuck in the spiritual closet: practice in your dreams. Before you go to bed, you can set the intention and ask your spiritual team to teach you in your dreams about how to use your natural born intuitive abilities, how to deepen your spiritual connection, and for learning. I have had many, many dreams, both lucid or non-lucid, where they're just very vivid, where I am in a classroom. I am literally learning or remembering spiritual practices. And when I wake up, I feel invigorated. I journal as much as I can remember about it, and I always feel an up-leveling. I've also had practice in my dreams of people confronting me about my beliefs, and I didn't even know the confrontation was coming, but I always set that intention, teach me what I need to know in my dreams to my spiritual team. And sure enough, they played out a scenario for me where I was being confronted about my beliefs by a person that I wasn't expecting to be confronted by, and it was actually a pretty aggressive confrontation. But because I had already practiced this scenario in my dreams and it was almost exactly the way it was in the dream, I was able to calmly respond. The number 6 hack for feeling stuck in the spiritual closet or trying to come out of the spiritual closet is go find a group of like-minded people. Surround yourself with people who are on this same journey. You can do this by looking for local events where they're having maybe healing arts festivals or spiritual festivals, and you can just get to know some of the practitioners in your area. You can go online. You can join my community right here on YouTube, where we have many people who are very like-minded like you, but there's many online groups like that. And then, of course, by doing this, you get to see the things that resonate with you. You get to learn about the type of teachers or practitioners that resonate with you. You learn about other modalities that you may not know about quite yet. So that's a really important thing to do, is surround yourself with like-minded people. One of the things I did was I did gather a group of local people and created a coffee, which eventually became Online Coffee with Devin, where we all got together and just discussed spiritual topics on a regular basis. It was usually at least once a month, and it was really supportive. So find a group of people to join. And your 7th hack for when you feel trapped in the spiritual closet, whether you want to stay in or not, take a class. Definitely take a class. And the way that you will find the right teacher is by joining these groups and getting an understanding of what type of teacher resonates with you, what type of modality resonates with you. Like maybe at first you're really, really into learning about connecting with the angels. And then for me, I was guided into numerology. Then I really, really studied numerology deeply, and I was guided into Reiki and energy healing. I ended up getting my certification as a Reiki master. I met friends in the class there. And even if it's an online class, you can create this amazing connection. Many of my students that have taken my angel communication and other courses have developed friendships online as well and supported each other through their journey. So you never know who you'll meet by taking a class, and who knows, you might even start your own business one day. I started off by doing free exchanges with other people, angel readings for friends and family, and exchanges with other practitioners, and the group grew from there. So it's a really powerful thing to do. So again, I want to encourage you to never feel like you are all alone. There are so many going through this spiritual awakening. You might be the only person in your family who is currently paying attention to this spiritual journey. That is very common, where there's only 1 or 2 people in the family that is focused on learning what it is to be a light worker, learning how to develop their intuitive abilities, learning how to connect with their spiritual team. But you were picked for a reason. And the reason you're here watching this video now is because you are a light worker. You have these natural born intuitive abilities, and you don't have to actually start a business, hang a shingle out there, or get a business card to use your light to help those around you. But that does make you a divine appointment. And so I really, really want to encourage you to use these 7 hacks and don't allow yourself to feel in this illusion of being trapped. There are so many like you. Get out of that spiritual closet. It doesn't mean you have to go announce it, but use these hacks and let me know in the comments what you're going to do first. Which one are you going to do first, or are you already doing any of those things? And please like and share this video if it resonated with you. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and share this video with anybody you feel like it would resonate with. I really appreciate it. You can always sign up for my free newsletter at devindoer.com to get my free ebook, Is It a Sign?, to get started right now joining with other like-minded people. And I want you to remember that it's important to practice this every single day. You're not on this journey alone. Thank you so much for being here. And remember, take time every day to connect with the angels.